How do you feel that this affects your work as a member of the City Plan Commission?
Well, not much, but it does have some restrictions as to the type of properties that we would handle or present for customers, in that we are very careful not to handle properties that have a zoning problem and handle properties that are already zoned for the uses that our customers are looking for.
What is your response to the frequent criticism that real estate interests dominate the City Plan Commission?
Well, of course, this is not true, in that there are only a few people in the business directly on the commission. There are a few others that are related to the business, but I think that the council, in appointing the members of the commission, take this into consideration, and I believe we have a very good balance on the commission of various industries, types of professions, lawyers and different other type of people, housewives. We have, I think, pretty well covered the various types of people. I believe that actually if you had a common trait among any of the people is that they have a pretty deep civic interest. This is usually the way the people are recommended by the council and appointed to the commission for a 2-year term, is that they are shown some reason why they are doing something, either through their chambers of commerce or through their industry or whatever it happens to be. They are actively civically inclined, and therefore will give the time that it takes to work as a commission member.
Well, I feel that I can make a better contribution to the issues that's before the City Plan Commission, because in my work I deal with people who are purchasing homes. Therefore, I have an insight in what the people are looking for in the way of a home, and where it's located, and the other community facilities such as parks, schools, recreational facilities, and neighborhood shopping facilities.
What is your response to the frequent criticism that real estate interests dominate the City Plan Commission?
Well, I don't believe any interest dominates the City Plan Commission. I think the commission is made up of people from a wide variety of background, and it's broad-based. We have people there from the retail business, housewives, insurance business, all types of businesses are represented. I don't feel this is a justified criticism of the makeup of the Plan Commission.
Well, actually, I would consider, from my own personal standpoint, it's probably beneficial, since the bulk of my operation is not within the city of Dallas.
What is your response to the frequent criticism that real estate interests dominate the City Plan Commission?
Well, I don't honestly feel that they do dominate. I think it makes sense to have quite a few real estate people, because we're dealing, in the use of land, just like you go to a lawyer, for legal advice. I think really we ought to have some, really quite a bit of weight toward the real estate business, if you have enough people that are, there that are not in the real estate business.
Well, quite naturally, I would think it is a tremendous benefit to me, having been active and seen things be developed. I think your questioning, though, is more in line of, do you think it prejudices my feelings on certain cases, etc.? And I would say definitely not. I think there's a definite, though, relationship. Maybe if you were always active, if this was your primary business, that is, if you're a real estate agent, you might be subject to more criticism. And some people tend to make more of it, and some people tend to make less. But anytime you have a person on the Planning Commission that is a real estate agent, that is actively engaged in real estate, he's going to be subject to criticism. And you have the question of, do you want talented people in real estate on the Planning Commission, or just talented people?
Well, let me say this. Since I am not affected in any business association, I will put it on a personal level. There are many times that someone might have a zoning application, and I know that person, so that immediately I have to decide whether the case is good or bad and try to disassociate myself from this personality. And when you accept a board position where you're going to have public hearings, I think that you have to decide right then that you're going to do it with all the sincerity, integrity, or whatever word you might choose, and try to forget that you know that person. And I would imagine it works the same way with a business association.
What is your response to the frequent criticism that real estate interests dominate the City Planning Commission?
I feel it's justified in that the average person would feel that someone had some personal reason to vote the way they did when they see that many in a related field sitting on the board. But I cannot speak for everyone that sits on that board, and I would rather feel that most of them in that field would try to very sincerely do their job and try to forget what field they're involved in. But if I were an average citizen, I presume I would be one of the first to point a finger.